Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, shit. This morning we hopefully we have a day off today. Okay? Alright? I really want a day off today, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It really ain't a day off because I got a lot of shit to do. You know what I mean? Personal shit to do today, you hear me? But I do kind of want a physical day off because, you know, my leg is a little sore. You know what I mean? But shit, I want to pick up what I left off yesterday about gratitude. You feel me? Gratitude is very important. Right, Monique?
Yep.
So, you know, man, you know, a lot of y'all just got to wake up and at least be thankful. You know what I mean? Right now, I ain't gonna lie, last night, I was just thinking about so many things that I was grateful for. One of the things I was grateful for is for this woman here. Whew. I'm grateful for this girl here. Ever since I seen this girl, you know, I can't stop looking at her. Look at her. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I was thinking about that shit. I said, man, it's been over 2 decades. I mean, I've been with this goddamn woman. Ever since I seen this goddamn woman, I couldn't get enough of this woman. You hear me? You know what I mean?
Why? Because we be changing it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's another new song that's going to be on the album called Change It Up.
We need to change it up, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Got to change it up.
He's good in bed because he never do the same thing.
Oh.
Keep on switching up, I'll make you scream my name.
Hey.
You change it up.
Yeah.
Hey.
I change it up, yeah. You change it up.
Hey.
You know I got to change it up, yeah.
Switching positions and we mix it up with foreplay.
Oh. I mean, yeah, we changed it up, you know what I mean?
Change it. Oh, don't get wet.
Yeah.
Change clothes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we've been together for a long time, girl. Man, you know what I mean? A long time, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That shit baffles me though, man. That's really nice though.
Yes.
I love that. Out of all this shit going on out here,
Yes.
you know what I mean? I still have my baby. She loves me very much, and I love her very much. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Still get up in the morning, go walk, talk,
Yeah.
talk at night, talk during the day, fuss a little bit sometimes, and still talk.
See, I could teach a class about relationships. You feel me? See, my thing is, I don't really think there's no point of being in one unless it's a spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, y'all with people, y'all having sex with people, y'all in relationships, y'all married, but y'all don't even have a spiritual connection where I can look at you and tell. You know what I mean? Y'all still don't have that spark no more. You know what I mean? If you don't have that spark with a human, there's no need to be in a real, tight relationship with him. You know what I mean? The only thing that does is take away from you. See, Monique, all she does is adds to my life. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Add to mine. And that's the most important though, for the man to be able to be a provider and give something, you know, for the relationship. Because he is the head of the household.
Yeah.
So he got to be mentally able to. You know, my husband has a great mental. Great mental to lead his household.
Yeah, but
You know?
like I said, it's easy because, you know what I mean? The one thing that I got to express gratitude and I can't forget, you know what I'm saying? Me and this woman have a spiritual connection, which is so hard to get these days. You know what I mean? It almost mysteriously makes me feel like, you know what I mean, that I've known her for much longer than what the eye can see. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, people have rules and, you know what I mean, they have things in life. You know, I even told myself I never wanted to be married. I wanted to be single forever. You know what I mean? And I've seen women growing up, and as soon as I seen this woman, it just never stopped. You feel me? You know what I mean? We have a spiritual connection. You know what I mean?
That's always to be around each other. So
Yeah.
Everybody always asks us that every time we move people and everything. They're like,
Yeah, good
how
morning.
Can y'all work, good morning. How can y'all work together and then go home together and deal with each other together all the time? You don't get tired of them?
Yeah.
Like, nah, I even miss them when we apart. That's crazy.
It's
We
just
could
a
be
pure
away
connection.
for a little bit, and as much as we're together,
Yeah.
we could be away for a little bit and
I mean-
goddamn be on the phone calling each other, still talking and shit, knowing we just left each other like 10, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. We still attracted to each other after all these years. Yeah, good morning, Tony D.
Yes, hey,
Say
Tony.
good morning.
Hey, Tony.
Good morning,
so damn
Joe.
Sexy. How can you not be attracted to my
Tony D said y'all need a TV show. yeah, you're right. We do, man. I got my friend up here, man, that I'm gonna holler at. Some people on Channel 4. Try to get a little something up there, you know what I mean? Just to project, you know what I mean? We ain't here to really teach and show off and shit. We just like projecting. You know what I mean? But I'm just real gratitude at the relationship I have with my wife. You know what I mean? I could Me and her never.
So much gratitude.
I never have. You know, even when we argue and shit, it don't never last long.
Because trust me, we can get on each other's nerves. Both of us talk our ass off.
Yeah, you
and
see.
Both of us got mouths like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you see how we move. Yeah, you see how we take care of shit. You know, we fiery and feisty people, so you know we gonna argue good too.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna curse this motherfucker out, she gonna curse me out.
Damn right. We gonna cuss each other ass out.
But it never lasts long. You know what I mean? It just doesn't last long, not even past a day. You know what I mean? So I'm real thankful for that. You know what I mean? We had sex on the drop of a dime, still attracted to each other like crazy.
Come on, let's do it.
Come on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that because I don't see that shit these days. You feel me? You know what I mean? A lot of people, when they see us, though, they be thinking we newlyweds. You know what I mean? Or brothers and sisters. People start to say we look alike.
Yeah, we get that.
I had to tell people all the time, look, that ain't my motherfucking sister. I better not be my sister, hold my sister like that and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one lady while we was kissing, well, no, we was hugging. And then she came up, she said, hold on, I know this is kind of weird, but, are you my brother and sister? We was like, no. She's like, I was telling her, I guess her daughter or whatever was with her. And she's like, yeah, son. She's like, I know they can't be brother and sister because they hugging or whatever. And she's like, I just had to ask y'all. She's like, cause y'all look alike. And I was like, that's very weird if y'all sitting there hugging and, you know, kissing on each other like that. I was like, that was a weird one right there.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell people all the time, yo, they think we newlyweds, but we still holding hands and talking and shit like that, you know what I mean? I've been with this woman over 20 years. Got 7 kids with this woman. Still look like we just started talking. Hey, Tony D said it's good to wake up to good, strong-willed people. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, Tony D.
Thank you, Tony.
You know what I mean? Thanks for recognizing that, man. You know what I'm saying? That means, you know what I mean? You are what you recognize. You feel me? Now, thank you very much, baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And one thing about it, we don't need credit. We got people come to us all the time, usually strangers. You know what I mean? You know, people that know us, they know what time it is. I mean, and our friends, they know what time it is. You know what I mean? And they say stuff too. But I mean, you know what? Sometimes I can't wait for people. That shit is amazing. You feel me? For me to be with this woman this long. You feel me? We look young, but we keep each other looking young. You feel me?
Oh shit! That thing went straight to my head.
Oh, that mother dragonfly shit.
Okay, I still was going straight to my head.
I mean, we stay young. You know what I mean? We had plenty of sex. Still had just as much of sex we did when we first met. You know what I mean?
Around each other all the time and doing the same type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, we just spiritually bonded together. You feel me? You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like. I don't think a human being should even be in a relationship unless you have a spiritual connection.
You know you got to be spiritually connected if you could kiss without brushing your teeth. You know that.
Yeah. I mean, her tongue kiss a lot. I mean, we French kiss a lot. And I mean, it's easy for me to get her to bust a nut. You feel me?
Damn right. Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn
it's easy. Right. Oh, yeah, I mean, everybody different, but I know how she operates. You feel me? I mean, all I gotta do is wiggle that ass, wiggle my ass and that coochie a little bit. You feel me? Go in little circles, go slow a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta do the slow shit with her. You feel me? You gotta make love to her. You feel me?
There you go.
She's such a loving creature that you gotta make love to it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be banging her out like that, you know what I'm saying, until you finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So,
that's
you know,
why I wake up smiling. Hey.
Yeah, she busted last night in the garage again. I told her it's 105 degrees out the motherfucker. That garage gonna be hot, goddammit. You know what I mean? I come out of that bitch like looking like I came from water country and shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Her mom asked the other day, y'all was in there. You was in there doing something, right? Cause I came out sweating. I said, look, I told her, I said, you don't know what the hell you talking about.
And she was
you
right.
Know what I mean? Yeah, she was right.
We tried to act like she was lying, like she was wrong.
I came out there pimping like nothing happened.
What are you talking about? No, it's just hot. Hey, it's hot.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was dripping like crazy. He said, you ain't never come on.
See, sometimes in my career, you gotta sneak their ass because there's just so many people in that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
God.
Kids, you know what I mean? Her mama there every now and then. And we got 7 kids in there. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? We gotta sneak it in sometimes because it just, they be up. It ain't school and shit. So look, you fuck around, you stay up, you may not get no ass and shit.
Oh, close that room door.
So yeah, but so you know, I go in there and you know while we in there, small little blunt, I want to slide it in there real quick. You feel me? But yeah, you gotta have a spiritual connection. You know what I mean? Now me and her be together 24/7. I don't think y'all really realize that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all don't realize how much we together for real, surely. You know what I mean? That's how I know we got a spiritual connection, cause a lot of people can't do that shit. I mean, we working together 24/7. You get home. She there, she go everywhere I go.
And if we not going with each other nowhere, it's a child, a kid, somebody going with us. And if we gone, it's only a little bit of time.
Maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Let's
Like if I go get a haircut, you know what I mean? I'll be by myself with the kids. She'll have some of the kids and I'll be back. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's no need for a relationship if it can't be a spiritual one. You know what I mean? Because what's the point?
Or you get tired of that person, you don't want to be around them like that. Like, why?
Yeah,
I mean, you know goodness well you're going to be in a relationship or you're going to be married to this person. You're going to have to see them all the time.
Yeah.
So how in the world are you going to be so tired of them? You're tired of seeing them. Yeah. You don't want to see them
That's the reason. That's the reason why a lot of marriages and relationships just they suffer. You know what I mean? Because even though a lot of people still together, that don't mean that they got an unhappy relationship. It happens like that because their ass ain't got no spiritual connection and their ass get tired of each other, which is normal. There's nothing wrong with that. You hear me? That's going to be the normal thing. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get tired of something. You know what I mean? Just like when somebody keeps cooking this shit over and over again, the same shit, you're going to get tired of it. Except for me, though. You know what I mean? I be eating that goddamn chicken fettuccine. Ever since I got on my extreme diet and shit, you know what I mean? I've been chicken fettuccine out like a motherfucker, you feel me?
And that's all he wants, too.
That's all I want, all I asked for. Chicken fettuccine and a little spring roll.
I asked him he wanted me to make him some grilled chicken last night and some sides and stuff. He was like, no, just chicken fettuccine.
Yeah,
that's
right.
all he wants, chicken fettuccine, that's it.
Yeah, chicken
It's easy for
fettuccine
me,
with
though. I
broccoli.
like
And I mean, I eat that shit every day, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But like I said, I like to express gratitude for my wife, you know what I mean? I think she's an excellent mother. You know what I mean? Sometimes she overly do her mother duties, I see, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, sometimes I tell you, you gotta leave them motherfucking kids alone, you feel me? You know what I mean? But that's good, I can't complain with that. She always in the school with the kids, you know what I mean? She's very loyal, you feel me?
And y'all, that school shit, I'm going on strike. I need some parents to come with me because forget that damn homework starting September. The hell with homework, y'all. They do enough classwork. We motherfucking tired as parents. We need time without homework, and the kids need it without homework, and the teachers don't need to be grading all that shit.
Yeah.
So we need to go on strike, y'all. They working the hell out of us with the school shit. I ain't go to college for a reason. I ain't trying to be all doing all that shit. So I need some parents to get with me, man. Stop that mess.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, that homework is annoying. You know what I mean? First of all, I don't even want my kids going to that public school. You're forcing them to go to school. Now you're telling us to do homework with them. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
And you teachers out there that's complaining about the pay, you should stop that shit because first of all, now you really don't look like you should get paid shit now. You know what I mean? If we got to do half your job at home too.
No, it ain't no. What I think teachers need to go on strike. The hell with it. Y'all overworked, underpaid, and y'all got a hard-ass job with these bad
First of all, don't get me wrong. Well, that's when I said that they should tell the parents to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be paid. You know what I'm saying?
The teachers want us to, all the schools, my kids' schools and stuff, the teachers said that it's up to the parents to stop it.
Yeah.
You think they want to be grading classwork, homework all damn day and night when they got their own husbands and wives and families other than what they doing in school? They don't have time for themselves. So the thing about it is all the parents got to stick together, and that's the only way that they can stop that stuff. They working the hell out of us and the kids and the teachers. So shoot, everybody got to stick together and, you know, in order to stop it. So, you know, I don't care, but I'm doing it. I'm talking at the next meeting, whatever, Suffolk meeting, school board. Oh, hell yeah, nah.
All I'm saying is that the teachers, you already don't get paid that much. When they start making the parents do a lot of shit, then it's going to start making it look like they really shouldn't pay you for real then. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is cut the parents out. Really, teachers should get paid more than a lot of motherfuckers. Teachers should get paid more than basketball players. You feel me?
They got a hard job, and there's a lot of bad kids, and they got to deal with the crazy parents.
I think all teachers should at least be in six figures or close to it. I would say they got to at least be making at least 70 grand to 100 grand a year.
They should go on strike. I don't care. Parents get mad at me all you want because you want your damn kids to go back to school. I keep mine home. My thing is, I think they need to go on strike. They're working the hell out of them and the kids, and it's just too much going on.
All right, y'all. Sneaker review first. Sneaker review. Let's see what we got.
Oh my God.
Pink LeBrons on this morning.
Are you serious?
Pink LeBrons.
Really?
Look, I got on these Air Max. I ain't seen a nigga with a high top Air Max yet. You hear me? Yeah.
Really, Marlon?
I ain't seen a nigga with them yet. You know what I mean? Sneaker review. Oh. Yeah, but I'm just full of gratitude this morning. Like I told y'all yesterday. Oh, Tony D said we need a morning show.
Hey,
that's right. My Marvelous family. That's what I want to call it.
Yes.
I mean, I hope a motherfucker don't try to take it. 'Cause, you know, people on Facebook like to take shit. I know the next thing you know, I put some shit up. Next thing you know, 18 motherfuckers do the same shit. But y'all forgot Marvalis Marlon Fleming. I'm starting to see a lot of niggas do lives every morning now. Not saying I started the shit, but I ain't see y'all niggas do them shit. But it's all good, you know what I mean? I let y'all do y'all thing, you know what I mean? That's why I'm always doing my thing, because I don't give a fuck if y'all do y'all thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to teach y'all to really use your brain, though, first, you feel me? But you see how I'm getting out here expressing gratitude? Have you seen another nigga do that yet? No, you haven't, you feel me? It's the first time. So when you decide to do it, I want you to give me some shout-outs, you feel me? You know what I mean? We got to show gratitude, because I told y'all yesterday, when you have gratitude, you know what I'm saying, you are connecting yourself to the best things in life. Because when you're thankful, you know what I mean, it puts you on a very high vibe, and it puts you on a channel to get more things to be thankful for. You know what I mean? So it's always good to wake up and to count your blessings, you know what I mean? I had a friend, you know what I mean, the Deloaches, you know what I mean? What up, Brian? What up, Daniel, Bobby? You know what I mean? Whatever. Their dad was a pastor and shit, you know what I mean? And, we used to, when we was young, we used to go to the church, and he used to sing this one song over and over again. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Now, they daddy rich now. I can't say nothing about the sons, though, but you know what I mean? The daddy is. You know what I'm saying? Daddy rich as a motherfucker, you feel me? But he used to say that shit over and over again. Then I think the song was over. 8 minutes, 10 minutes later, he still count your blessings, see what God has done. You know what I mean? And I understand that shit, man. You got to count these motherfucking things, man, because all day you be wondering and thinking about shit, and your ego is thinking about more. It makes you forget the present. Now, if you sit there in the present for a minute and just be quiet and silent and breathe, man, you're going to see a lot of shit that you should be thankful for, man. But I'm going to tell you one thing, and y'all see me express a lot of gratitude. I'm just very thankful for this woman here. You feel me? You know what I mean? This is a great life, you know what I mean, ever since I met this woman. You know what I mean? Everything has been...
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Everything has been... She's been part of the story, you know what I mean? And a great part of the story, you know what I mean?
No, he's an amazing part.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
He's an amazing part.
Thank you, you know what I mean?
Man, husband, father.
And the good thing about it is, we could be ourselves around each other.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's all we know.
A lot of people I noticed, they've been together for a long time. Y'all still ain't it yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You still got to put on that everyday mask. And you got to censor your words and shit like that. You know what I mean? Nah, hell no. It's not a real relationship. You know what I mean? Real relationships, you know what I mean, ain't scared to acknowledge the other person. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I see a lot of people online. Yeah, this is the first thing they be like, look, if you got a relationship, you keep your relationship and your income private. Man, fuck all that shit. My thing is, I ain't scared of nobody, you feel me? There ain't no in the world I'm keep this motherfucker private, you feel me? You know what I mean? Cause this my baby, this the queen. How the fuck you gonna keep the queen private?
Or the king.
Yeah, I can't understand no type of relationship like that. If you gotta keep that motherfucker private, that ain't your motherfucker relationship then. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. I mean, people can argue with that shit. They want their shit in private, fine. But it's hard to keep a relationship in private, motherfucker. How the fuck you gonna do that? If you come on, man. You know what I mean? You really. My thing is, if you want to keep a relationship in private, that means you should be a private person, right? You shouldn't be online doing nothing. No, you motherfuckers online every motherfucking day talking about you want to keep your shit private. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you contradicting yourself. Ain't no one in the world I keep the queen private. You crazy as hell. She gonna be shown every time.
Hey.
And that's part of gratitude and appreciation I have for her, you feel me? And as a woman, as a man, I know how women feel. You know what I mean? I grew up with 4 sisters, you know what I mean? I have 5 daughters now. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded by women. I know how women feel. Women love to be appreciated. They want to hear that. They want to feel pretty. They want to feel beautiful in this world.
And a lot of guys don't do it because you see online, they bashing girls' edges, they doing this and that. Why you think the girls' edges messed up? Because they trying to impress a man. They trying to fix themselves up in a way that's going to make these guys look at them or impress them and stuff. So the whole thing is you putting the girls down, but they doing a lot of things for the guys. Yeah. Or for the man that they with to make themselves look good or do something nice, you know, to themselves. And then the guy, oh, they don't have no edges. They don't have this. Oh, they don't have that. That's stupid as hell putting females down.
You got all these black girls dressed like white girls just to make you look good, you know, just to think they look good. You got to have straight hair. I'm going to tell y'all now, a lot of y'all females, that's why, you know what I mean, I made sure that I try to hook my wife up and give her the best thing she can, you know what I'm saying? Because I know she's busy being a mother and a wife. You know what I'm saying? I try to hook up as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of you females talk all that shit. I'm gonna tell you now, a lot of you females don't even know what type of hairstyle to put in your head. You need to put some shit in your head that match your motherfucking head in your face. You feel me? A lot of you motherfuckers put shit up there that just don't match your head or your complexion. You know what I mean? That's part of common sense. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? We still, if you got a woman, you still gotta make her feel beautiful. You feel me? If you don't like something she got on, help her.
Yeah, he'll tell me in a minute.
Yeah.
He'll be like, nah, that don't look good. And you know what? It actually helps because you want to look good for the person who you with.
Yeah.
So if he not feeling it or whatever, you know what I mean? It ain't bad for him to say that. I like when he tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
She asked me a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I be like, how does this look or whatever. If he don't like it, that's the person. Him ain't worried about nobody else. So if he don't like it, you know what I mean? I go change to something else. And he's always right too. When he tell me to change, or if we going somewhere and I put on something that doesn't really fit the situation, he'll be like, change. And then once I get there, I'm glad I did change. So he actually helped out a lot. So you know.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. A lot of people got spiritual connections with people and stuff. And if you got a spiritual connection with that person, you know what I mean, then you should be in a relationship with that person. You know what I mean? Because then what it does is add to your spiritual evolution. You know what I mean? A relationship is supposed to add to your spiritual evolution. You know what I'm saying? It isn't. You know what I mean? I want a relationship that's just here to teach me shit, to do it. Fuck all that. People ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? They come in disguise for that, and you're supposed to get what you can out of it, but, you know what I mean? That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for, you know what I mean, spiritual evolution. You want to be the best version of you as possible. And Monique allows me to be the best version of me as possible. You know, I'm a freak. So, you know what I mean? Straight up. And for a guy to stay single and true to one woman, this is the perfect woman to have because she gives up a lot of pussy. And still does it through the years. You feel me? You know what I mean? We have sex more abnormally. We have sex more than a lot of boyfriend and girlfriends. You know what I mean? I told you, everywhere we go, people still think that we're boyfriend, girlfriends just started.
And they think we like 20. They're like, y'all like 20, 21 years old.
Yeah, that shit keeps us young.
Be like, our oldest child's 20. They be shocked as hell when they hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Life is easy. You just got to make sense. Everything just got to make sense. A lot of you with people that you know for sure that, you know what I mean, in the back of your mind, this person really doesn't love you. If you know that shit, man, just don't be afraid to say, you know what? I need to find somebody that loves me, that I have a spiritual connection with. Because the spiritual connection is everything, you know what I mean? Spiritual connection keeps you together through rough times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Hey,
doing good. Good to see you.
Too.
Yeah, spiritual connection keeps you together through all the tough times. It keeps you in gratitude with each other. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta understand, even though it's been 20 years, it's the same woman I met when I first met her. You know what I mean? My mind has to realize that. And when I see that, it just makes my dick hard still. You feel me? You know what I mean? I understand that. It's not that, you know what I mean? Some people, man, as the years go by, that's not the same person in their brain no more. You know what I mean? Because of, you know, how you think. You feel me?
You said that, look right down to I'm a little excited. I see still poking out.
That's right. It's poking out for you.
I know, you're so nasty.
Poking out for you, baby.
So Ooh, boy. You're so stupid.
I mean, I gotta slide that shit in that motherfucker, you feel me? So I had a good time. My girl. You feel me? I mean, like I said, we work together. Show 'em your muscles real quick. That shit coming along. Let me tell you something too. Keep showing it. Look, this is the biggest bicep from a woman online.
He is so stupid.
I don't give a fuck what y'all women doing. You feel me? That's why I make sure I show that shit every time. I ain't no motherfucking hater. You feel me? Nigga, I go to these jobs all the time. Me and her working. I don't get no props. Nigga, I'm the one loading the motherfucking truck, supervising. You know what I mean? Working and loading and moving, doing all the shit she doing, except I got to load all these shit all year round.
It's because I'm so tiny, y'all. It's just
exactly.
ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? But, hey, how you doing? But I ain't no hater. I make sure these customers see them shits. And once they see it, it's over. They definitely ain't gonna say shit about me. You know what I mean? I already know that. So I mean, so you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about all that.
They do. They say we should be called the small movers. He said because we're small, but we can move our ass.
But you still gonna get all the credit. And I don't give a fuck about
that.
that.
Too many females moving.
But it's my wife, so I don't care if my wife gets all the props that day. You know what I mean? I'm secure like that. You feel me? You know what I mean? But if you were smart, you would know that there is one loader. You know You know what I mean? And I'm working with her. You feel me?
Working with a
Shit,
female.
that shit rough. You know what I mean? You understand? She female, but she still picks shit up like a female. You know what I mean? I got to work with her like a female. I can't
Y'all
treat her like a man.
now, nigga. I don't be picking up stuff like no female. Don't go there.
You know what I mean? You gotta understand that shit. You know what I mean? It's not easy. You know what I mean?
That's when that woman come to play. That's when that man come out. That woman, it had to turn into a different person. Start lifting the hell out of that stuff. Some stuff I be like, oh Lord, what the hell going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's right. Y'all, a lot of y'all ain't got no spiritual connection though. I look online, I see all these little relationships. No wonder y'all don't last. And I ain't talking about the ones that it just started too. How about all the ones that been together for so long, like my mom and dad, and, you know what I'm saying, and people in our family and shit like that. Y'all ain't got no real relationship. You should be goddamn praising me and Monique. Shit. I mean, I can't remember last time them motherfuckers even kissed like that. You feel me? Do y'all make love? Know what I mean? Who gives a fuck about a vacation if y'all ain't got no spiritual connection? A little small jobs moving. Okay, where you located at?
Each week, each day, huh?
Okay, Jacksonville, Florida. All right, how much you moving? How much are you moving down there? How many bedrooms? Just one bedroom. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Text me the zip code to Jacksonville and the mileage. You know what I mean? Just the zip code. Actually, you don't need the mileage. Just text me the zip code, and then I'm gonna get my secretary to go text you back and an estimate. What's your budget though? I mean, we go down there all the time. You know, so you know, it just a lot of people usually have a lot more stuff. You know what I mean? But
Where's she trying to go?
Okay. When you trying to go? All right, she about to go the next week or two. Okay, all right. Well, text me the zip code real quick, and I'm gonna text you right back. The name of the company, Small Jobs Moving, and I'll text you right back with a quote. And I'm gonna try. We gonna be the lowest from everybody in there. You know what I mean? But we still gotta accommodate. Yeah, we still gotta accommodate time and mileage and gas. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? We gotta. Okay, we just gotta you gotta understand it's a company, so you still gotta accommodate time, mileage, and gas, and it's gonna be a whole day dedicated to you.
2 workers.
You know what I mean? 2 workers, and you know what I mean? So we're gonna do the best we can, and I'm gonna text you right back, okay? No problem. Yeah, it's that out of town shit, baby. So me and Monique, we love these out of town because we turn them into little mini vacations and shit. Now this motherfucker, she wanna go to Florida next week. You know what I mean? She just got a 1 bedroom. You know, we run down that motherfucker, you know what I mean? We just came from, Jacksonville. Yeah, we just went to Jacksonville. Shit, that's so long ago. We got Jersey next week. Hey! See, that's gonna get me homesick, because I told you I'm trying to get back up to that Jersey, New York shit, you feel me? Now, I mean, the people we were moving yesterday, they were talking to my wife and talking about how Jersey's better for education. It is. It is. That's why everything costs so much up there. You're gonna have a better living.
They kept saying, especially moving. They said they never seen a lady like me move neither.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, do y'all know y'all would make a killing in Jersey? Oh my.
Yeah, you get paid more.
Away. They were blown.
What I get here for these moves, I'll get triple that up there. I mean,
my work too at that
my thing is the best foods up there, but most importantly, a lot of people don't realize this shit. They say it's the South, is really not. The North is, like, to me, the country is broken up into 11 nations. You see 50 states, I see 11 nations, 11 ways of being. You know what I'm saying? This is that slave shit. You know, it started from, you know what I mean, Virginia down. They got a slavery mentality here, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers evicting people here after 30 days. You know what I mean? You go to jail for any little motherfucking thing, any fucking thing. Oh my God. You know what I mean? A lot of taxes and shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So just a lot of shit. When you go up north, it's all about family and education. You can tell us about education because they got so many high schools where I'm from in New York that's free, you know what I mean? Different type of high schools that accommodate different shit, like nursing. They got nursing high schools, you know what I mean? Performing arts high schools, you know what I mean? There's just so much shit to get into. Y'all ain't got shit down here, you know what I mean? So just remember, the further you go down, the less quality it is for family and education, you feel me? They don't put shit into the schools, nothing here. If anything, you probably doing a lot of sports. That's it. They ended that shit. You know what I mean? It's too much separation in the South. not too many people mingling with the environment. You know what I mean? How you doing? So, yeah. Yeah, this morning I'm feeling good this morning, y'all. Know what I mean? Full of gratitude, you feel me? Feels really good out here too, don't it, Monique?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's a nice morning. Hopefully we can stay off. I still got a lot of personal running around and shit to do, so I'm always staying busy. But yeah, for all you relationships out there, man, you make sure you deal with somebody with a spiritual connection. A person with a spiritual connection never gonna get tired of you. You're always gonna be, you know what I mean? And some people are not here for that. That's the problem. So everybody not here for a relationship, you know what I mean? I believe that people that love themselves enough is worthy of a relationship. Because, you know, we all dealing with this attraction thing, this big ass mirror. So, you know, when people do find the love of their life or somebody they have a spiritual connection with, the reason why that happened, they had a spiritual connection with themselves. You see what I'm saying? Now, I mean, me and this girl, our personality is, you know what I mean, bubbly, you know what I mean? And it's very unique, and people pick up on that, you know what I'm saying? The reason why it's unique and it's, you know what I mean, powerful is because we're being ourselves. It makes sense to find somebody else that appreciates everything about yourself, you feel me? Because you do that to yourself already by projecting who you really are, you know what I mean? And being unique around everybody. Yeah, a lot of you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to be yourself. You watch TV and Instagram and shit, and your friends will find out what they doing, then you do what they doing. Then you make it look like you being yourself. You ain't being yourself, you know why? Because you don't do it good. A lot of you don't dress good, you feel me? You wear clothes that don't even fit you and shit. How the fuck is you fat and you wear skinny jeans, huh? Huh? You out there looking like a fat ass Robin Hood, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How the fuck you working? You know what I mean? How the fuck you wearing the same shit this bitch got? You know what I mean? You think you look fly. You want the same shit 5 other bitches got on. Huh? Why you got it? You know what I mean? Think about this shit. Why you wearing shit that just don't match your face? Yeah. Huh? You gotta be one with yourself to know that. Some people got a head that's shaped for them to wear short hair. You know what I mean? Some people face too skinny. Some people too dark for colors. You feel me? Now, it's up to you, you know what I mean? This is a free country, so you wear what you want to wear. But you always want to create the best version of you. You don't need no motherfucking hairstylist, or you don't need to be on TV to find the best version of you. You just got to know yourself and love everything about yourself. Love the shape of your fucking head. Love your skin complexion. You know what I mean? Once you really start to love those things, you find things to accommodate those things instead of trying to change them. Get things to change them. That's what I see. A lot of you guys think you dressing. How the fuck is you dressing when I seen your same outfit when I went to the mall in the front of the window? Nigga, you ain't dressing yourself. You let that goddamn mall dress you and shit. You walk by, you saw the shit hanging on the mannequin. I don't want that shit. And when I go to the club, I see the same 3 or 4 motherfuckers wearing it. They ain't dressing. You know what I mean? A lot of you guys like different shit. You know what I mean? Why am I not seeing that? I want to see that. But I notice I see that shit when I start seeing more adults. I start seeing a lot of different shit. You know what I mean? Hey! See, we celebrities everywhere we go, you know what I mean? You understand this? This is what y'all gotta understand. Everybody since as a child knew my dreams and what I wanted to be. But you don't understand when you get your dreams, when you get those dreams, you gotta realize them. Because you probably already got the motherfuckers. See me? How you doing? All my dreams that came true already. You know what I mean? I don't need no motherfucking record industry. Never did. I'm my own artist. I do my own music at will. Sell my own shit. I get letters from people. People download my shit. You feel me? I live in a crib that look like I'm a celebrity already. You know what I'm saying? That's because I did that with my bare hands though. You feel me? But you gotta understand. You know what I mean? The universe will give you everything you want. It just may not be exactly how you envision it, but it's gonna give you everything you want. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what they talk about in the Bible when they say, you know, you think your thoughts and God does the works. Yeah. The universe is preparing and brings it to you in the best way it can. You know what I mean? That matches your nature, that matches your environment. Something they can pull out of the environment for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's your job to see it. One thing I noticed, man, your dreams, when you stay positive for real, you know what positive mean? That doesn't mean being goody two-shoes and being loving and shit. That doesn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? When you stay positive, you stay focused on your shit, you'll notice that your dreams come to you so sneakily that you forgot that shit already manifested.
Hold on, y'all. That's look for the what you call it, and then.
Wow. How much you make off of that? That's
About
it.
That and that together.
That and that together.
Yeah, that.
Verse and 2. Well, at least try to make 4. So just go down to just the regular,
Okay.
the 2. You know?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, money negotiations, you feel me? But this is the 3rd time we've been up here and we had customers calling and shit. You see how we get there? So you gotta understand that shit too. Shit don't just happen like that. A lot of you guys just running businesses. You know what I mean? Shit don't happen like that. You gotta build your clientele up first. You know what I mean? Me and Monique was working bullshit jobs, $8 an hour together. Again, as usual. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't be together like that. You know what I'm saying? But we was together again, working. And then we did this shit part-time. You know what I mean? We worked all together all week. We combined our checks. And we always had a job or 2, Saturday, Sunday, something. But what happens is when you concentrate on service like we do, we have 0 claims, which is amazing. Amazing for a company that stays working 365 days of the year. We have 0 claims. So a lot of these moving companies, they have claim departments because they already know what's about to pop, you feel me? But we have 0 claims. When you have 0 claims, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you, as a business, all you have to do is 2 things to satisfy your customer. Make sure they're not surprised about the price, and make sure you do what they ask. That's it. And matter of fact, 3 things. Do what they ask, make sure they're not surprised about the price, and do it in a timely manner. Don't take all day doing it now. Remember, you do those things, you're gonna have people, you're gonna have customers, man. Good morning. And I'm gonna tell you how people are. Oh, they love to say they work out the ego a lot. So you gotta play on the ego. They love to go tell their friends what kind of service they got. You know what I mean? What I got. I got this, that. And you do a good job and shit, they're gonna tell everybody. That's what happened with us. After the first year, okay, we had to work other jobs, but you know what I mean? After the 2nd year, we started noticing we quit this motherfucker, right, Monique?
The guy we did yesterday, he was 70. He said that the guys he had before us was horrible, so he didn't know he couldn't trust anybody. So his neighbor, we moved his neighbor, and he said his neighbor talked so highly of us. He was like, her and somebody else. He was like, they talk so highly about y'all. He said, I had to use you. And so by the time we got done, before we even finished yesterday, loading his first house, he was already asking for business cards. He was like, I know so many people. He was like, I'm going to give y'all cards out. I'm going to make sure I give out y'all cards. Y'all are the best.
Yeah, we did it quick.
Yeah.
Under my supervision.
No damages, anything. He had a lot of big
shit.
Big stuff going up a staircase on this other end that was crazy as I don't know what. And he was like, he just painted his house, everything. Newly paint. Not nothing hitting the walls, anything. This man had colossal stuff.
And because we moved so fast, a lot of times I gotta give them a set price, all because we be cheating ourselves too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we made a decent lick. We only worked 2 hours. You know what I'm saying, with that guy yesterday. You know what I mean? How the hell you make half a grand in 2 hours? You feel me? But that's because that's how we move. But he had a lot of shit though. He had a 3-bedroom. He just ain't had no boxes. But he had very heavy shit. I'm talking about recliner couches, 2 recliners, big ass bedroom set. Another big ass bedroom set with armoire, an office with a big ass desk and that shit, you hear me? Heavy ass fucking dining room table, you know what I mean? He had all that shit. Yeah. But we just did it in 2 hours. You know what I mean? He was going 8 miles away. You know what I mean? But like I said, you gotta constantly be thinking, and you gotta constantly do things in a way where you benefit. You know what I'm saying? And part of benefiting yourself is also being in a relationship with a spiritual connection. You know what I mean? Y'all, too many of y'all people in them shallow ass relationships, man. To the point where you don't even want to sit around each other or argue. If you argue, it's over. If you catch motherfucking shit, it's gonna turn your stomach. You don't need to be in no damn relationship if you like that. I seen a lot of y'all motherfuckers online that say y'all still don't even be in the bathroom with each other. What kind of shit is that?
You see slob in his face, a coal in their ass is a turn off. Like,
That
oh,
shit
man.
childish as hell. You ain't ready for no fucking relationship. I mean, what the hell you think this is? Goddamn reality TV or something? I mean, yeah, where everybody made up and waking up. Y'all so fucking slow. Y'all believe in that reality shit, huh? How the fuck a motherfucker come downstairs already got makeup on, huh? Don't you know that when they talking, don't you know there's a cameraman standing right there? Going in and out? It's never fucking real, motherfucker.
Man,
You know what I mean?
Got lipstick and eyeliner and
Yeah, no, you gotta understand, you gotta create the set. The set's been created for you. Now, I mean, the cameraman has to be allowed to walk inside if they're in the school or something. I mean, it has to be allowed to walk in there and shoot them. This shit never real.
Then they give them something to talk about and make it entertaining. Because a lot of times it's not gonna be entertaining to just sitting there. So they give them something, oh fuss or
They got to do that shit. They got to do it. They tell them to fight. What if everybody in there act like adults? You wouldn't have a reality show. Only thing that make you think it's real, they put it in a reality format. Like what we're doing now with the camera. This is reality format. So that got your mind there. But this is real. That's the only difference. You feel me?
think about how uncomfortable that'd be if somebody was just standing right there the whole time. They ain't saying nothing, but they just sitting there like this. And you don't have no script, nothing to talk about, nothing.
They can't be like me and Monique. See, I'm a natural. I had y'all entertained for 40 minutes. See that shit? I'm gonna be talking the whole time. I don't need no motherfucking script, as you can see. Them motherfuckers need the script. Matter of fact, you can tell they on the script. Then when they start talking, you can tell they reading. That shit for slow people, man. Y'all need to stay out that shit if you want some spiritual shit.
Then they want to show you everybody fighting all this. What is that? That girl stuff with everybody fighting and everything.
Yeah,
every
y'all.
time you turn around, the girls beefing. That's what you get. The
Come
more
here.
you go out here, you see everybody, girls fighting each other and stuff, beefing with each other.
Now look at these ducks and shit, man. Look at that. That's nice, ain't it? They all telling this is real shit. This is real TV here, baby. You know what I mean? This is the type of shit we get to pass every day. You feel me? Yeah, but
It feels good right here in the face.
yeah, you want real shit. Stop dealing with fake shit, man. All you guys' relationships, find somebody with a spiritual connection. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you now, for all you girls out there, I'm speaking to my daughters, my nieces, all the young girls out this motherfucker. Because of the generation, you gotta live in the present. You gotta be smart. You gotta think like a businessman at all times, a businesswoman at all times. Because of this generation, you know what I mean? It's not a good idea for you to be dealing with. Oh my God, somebody smashed a snake out here.
Oh.
Let's go check it out.
Ew, that thing's priceless.
Look.
Oh,
Come
stop,
here.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come
Don't
here.
put me close to that.
Look at this. Oh, he had babies. Look. The motherfucker had babies, man. You see all the little babies and shit? Oh, man. That is some nasty shit.
That just happened.
Ugh.
That mean we motherfuckers around here. I want to watch out. I'm scared.
Okay, that's some National Geographic shit for your ass. I'm glad I got to see it.
like being in the trees, though.
Pregnant snake, squash, and babies all around that shit. That's some nasty shit. But, yeah, you gotta, for you young girls out there, I feel bad for you, man. Because, you know, this generation, especially all this rap, I be looking at them and shit. You know what I mean? I be looking at all the people I know, all these little boyfriends coming up and shit. That nigga ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because, and it's not for all of them. You can't speak for everybody, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good guys out there. You just gotta connect yourself with it, but you're not connecting yourself with it when you're already so tied up in the culture. That's not about love and good spirits. It's not about that. These people too caught up in it. They dress like it. They listen to it. They support it. They glorify it. You gotta understand those old-fashioned ways of having one lady and, you know, being spiritual. That's not what they're teaching, and they're not teaching that subconsciously. So you got, like I told y'all yesterday, or what was it, the day before yesterday, about the conscious and the subconscious mind. A lot of people don't know what's being downloaded to the subconscious mind because they're not, they don't know what they're conscious of, you know what I mean? Too many people are conscious of trash. When you're conscious of trash, they're not, you know, you can tell they're not guarding their subconscious mind. Since they're conscious of trash too much, you know damn well a lot of that trash then already seep down into the subconscious mind. Once it seep to the subconscious mind, it turns into habit and belief, and that habit and belief attracts. You feel me? Yeah, so if you can, people's conscious minds are too conscious of trash too much these days. It's hard to find people, man, that just don't want to be conscious, you know what I mean, or they just don't pay attention to all that trash. See, you dealing with too many people out here that's too conscious of that, so you should already know what's in their subconscious. You feel me? Yeah. You don't stand a chance. You know what I mean? You coming with that guy that coming in there, he down with the whole culture now. You know what I mean? He dressed like it, listen to music like that, talk to his friends like that. All his friends are like that. And in a relationship, my wife she don't even like friends. I tell her all the time, you should ask her, she just don't like it. All you gotta do is look at a person's friends too and tell you who they are. A lot of y'all boyfriends, they friends ain't shit already. So you should already know what type of boyfriend you got. You know what I mean? You're a little bit too slow for that though, you hear me? Look at that. Look at this rabbit, y'all. Yeah, good luck. Good luck for me and you. Lucky you, lucky me.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna end this today. And like I said, today was
just
just
have to end it today, not tomorrow.
yeah. Today was a day full of gratitude. Like I said, I'm just very thankful for this woman.
And I'm thankful for this man.
You hear
My
me?
king.
It's my queen forever. You feel me? You know, but you gotta understand once you spiritually connected, it's never broken. You feel me? Love and you know what I mean. The knowing each other, you're gonna know each other for eternity. You feel me? So doesn't it make sense for you to find people with a spiritual connection because it means something? You know what I mean? People that don't have a spiritual connection with you, they live this lifetime, they got other journeys. You know what I mean? That's why their spirit is not connected to you. So my spirit is connected to this woman. You know what I mean? Me and her gonna continue this journey afterward.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, because spiritually connections don't come together to break. So when you dealing with people, you find people with a spiritual connection, all right? All right, baby. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.